Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, while some couples are loved up and working on their relationships, other couples on Married at First Sight are already fighting, lying and cheating. Jonesy, this is your lifeblood, you said, Married at First Sight.
No, it's my methamphetamine of TV.
Well, you're very excited that our next guest, John Aiken, is joining us this morning. He had to read the contestants the riot act the other night.
Okay, I've heard some things sitting on this couch, but what I'm hearing from you, Shannon, and also I'll include you in this, Harrison, we're two guys that have applied for an experiment that over 10,000 people put their hands up for, and a week before coming in, you're hanging out with an ex. That is unacceptable. Now, if you told us that, I'd tell you what our answer would have been. Not a chance.
Not a chance. And I liken this, John. Good morning, by the way.
Hello, John.
Jonesy and Amanda, always good to talk to you.
Always great to talk to you. I liken this, John, with you're about to go into one of those health retreats, so you stock up on all the fat and the sugar and the booze before you go into the health retreat. So maybe that's what Harrison was doing.
Well, I mean, I didn't like his attitude, nor did I like Shannon's. I've never heard that before in 10 seasons. No one said I was catching up with my girlfriend before coming on to the experiment. I thought it was Paul's form, and I had to tell him that.
But what about Shannon, who has, in a state of remorse, he did reveal that he was still in love with his ex? Surely that's the end of the line. I know they vote to stay in because they want to stay on, but surely that would be cause for dismissal from the show.
Yes, well, you certainly, you're thinking along those lines, but you think also, well, they've got a week to turn it around. If this guy does want to stay in the experiment, then he's got some heavy lifting to do. This week, with Intimacy Week, you find out whether actually his actions are going to prove that he's into her or not.
Do you find with these guys, because you're a bit older than them, do you find that it's just a millennial thing? Do you look at them and you say, come on, you guys, what's the matter with you?
Jonesy, I mean, look, sometimes I'm sitting there in my head, I'm thinking, when I'm going to give them a serve, they've probably never been spoken to in a direct way like this before, because when I do deliver some home truths, you can see it in their face. They're shocked. They're being held to account, perhaps for the first time. And it makes me think that, the younger generation, perhaps they just do these toxic patterns without ever really stopping and thinking how it affects people.
What about, for example, Harrison and Bronte? They're living in separate apartments. Bronte's refusing really to have anything to do with him. If someone really wants to leave the experiment, I know the rules are if one of you wants to stay, you both stay. But isn't it frightening and toxic that they're made to stay when someone really doesn't want to be there?
It is a good point, Amanda. If they really want to go, they can go. And we've had that on a number of experiments previously where they try to stay together and they don't, and so they leave. So we have that rule in place, generally speaking, and we've seen couples turn it around in the past. But for some, it's just too much and they're free to go.
Do you find the spoiler alerts on social media, is that a good thing or a bad thing for the show?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest. It's pretty frustrating when people come out and talk about their what happens in their storylines. But at the same time, I think, when this show is on, everything that gets spoken about with MAFS just generates more and more conversation about it.
And that's the thing that I like about it, because it builds up this community of Married at First Sight contestants. And we had Bryce, he used to work with us, so he used to be in the studio, and then he parlayed that to go on to Married at First Sight, which was kind of odd.
Yeah, I mean, they go on to these different careers afterwards. They do tend to gather together, these MAFS alum, where they love to catch up. They often beat each other up in celebrity boxing matches, and it's a very strange sort of life that they lead after the show, some of them. But I just watch with interest to see what's going to happen to them.
Can you tell from the very beginning who's going to make it and who's not? I mean, I know that everyone's hoping there'll be a Cam and Jules in there somewhere. Can you predict who that might be?
I cannot. I'm going to be totally honest. Like when I put them together, we do 2 months of testing and getting to know them. But ultimately, we can't be sure whether there's going to be any chemistry, and also we can't be sure how they're going to act when the cameras are on. Typically, you find out the true self about 2 or 3 weeks in, when the masks get removed and suddenly you're seeing the real person. And that's when we sit back, we're shocked. Often, the Olivia-Dom arch rivalry from last year, we had no idea that was coming.
Yeah.
So it consistently surprises us.
Well, that's extraordinary. Olivia is now on OnlyFans. So she used to be a school teacher, and now she's doing hardcore porn on the internet.
Can't you get into boxing?
But that's nuts. Don't you think that's we're in this dystopian world?
You and I, Jonesy, we don't do the OnlyFans. We've drawn the line in the sand there.
Yeah, I'm happy to do a collab with you, John. This could be a thing.
The two of you
I
box.
thought you'd never ask.
Like Mick Jagger and David Bowie in Dancing in the Street.
That's right. I mean, we'd be unique. There's no denying it. But I do think, look, there's different ways in which people can be famous post the show that certainly weren't there 4 years ago. With the podcast, the OnlyFans, the Instagram influencers. So there's a real life that opens up for them.
Yeah, and then you look at Melissa and Bryce. They've got little twins who are the cutest little twins in the world.
Real life has kicked in from that show. That's right.
And he's making a go of it. So that's kind of good. So maybe there is a happy ending to all this. And if anything...
We've had about 4 couples that are together. Michael and Martha are about to have a baby.
Right.
You've got Cam and Jules, and Johnny and Kerry got married the other day, and then you got Bryce and Melissa. So it does work, but it is very difficult for these guys because they're very big personalities, and also the intense pressure of the cameras on them 24/7 is a lot to put up with.
Yeah. Well, John, you're doing a great... I'm looking forward to you doing the voice of God throwing them out of the Garden of Eden. Leave the village now. Don't come back.
But keep the fig leaves on, please.
Keep your fig leaf on. Take it off for OnlyFans. John, thank you.
Look, it is a pleasure, and I've learned something today. MAFS is the methamphetamine of TV.
And you're my dealer, man. Hook me up. Good on you, John.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, John.
The show, and I look forward to talking again soon.
No worries,
nice to
mate.
talk. Thanks, John.
You can catch Married at First Sight again tonight at 7:30 on Channel 9 and 9 Now.